Shalom, friends in Pasadena and beyond. It is I, your friendly neighborhood Rabbi John Carrier, excited to count the Omer with you. Today, after sundown, we're going to count day number 24. But first, let's talk a little bit about Netzach. Netzach is our midah, or attribute of the week, and it means patience, strength, endurance, resilience, perseverance, if you will. Sticking with it. And not to be too meta here, but you are demonstrating great Netzach by getting to day 24 of the Omer. Yesterday, I shared with you a couple of my favorite Netzach stories from our tradition, and I realized afterwards that I'd actually told you one of those stories before, but I gave you a slightly different ending, or rather the extended director's cut version, where Moses' absence of Tiferet actually set him up for a demonstration of Netzach. Today, I want to ask you about examples of Netzach in your own experience, specifically people that you've known who have demonstrated this attribute of patience, resilience, perseverance. In other words, your Netzach role model. As we work up toward building this midah within ourselves, it's not cheating to look at an example outside of yourself as somebody who has maybe accomplished what you aspire to. That's what role models and mentors are for. I'm playing this game too. I'll share with you one of my Netzach role models, and not a Jewish guy necessarily. I was a religious guy, and that is Mohandas K. Gandhi, or Mahatma, if you call him by his honorific. Gandhi exhibited a lot of divine attributes, including some Jewish ones, whether he knew it or not. But the one that really stands out for me is Netzach, this idea of endurance and perseverance. Reading his autobiography many years ago is, I'll say, something that set me on the path to a spiritually guided life. And he embodies for me that kind of transcendental strength of sticking by one's values through really difficult circumstances in order to not just persevere, but triumph. He did that through hunger strikes and protests. He did that in what's known as the Long March to the Sea, in protesting British salt taxes. And through this example of Netzach to others, wound up shaking loose the British Empire from the Indian subcontinent. And there were a lot of canny and uncanny moves along the way, a lot of demonstrations of chesed, a lot of demonstrations of gevurah, the occasional balance of tiferet, but it's the Netzach that really spoke to me. So now it's your turn, and that's my question of the day. Who is your Netzach role model? Who embodies this attribute of perseverance and resilience for you? Let us know in the Facebook group. Put a comment on YouTube, write it in your journal, or send me an email and let me know. I can't wait to personally learn from some of your role models. And in the meantime, don't forget to count the Omer. It's day number 24 after sundown tonight. And until day 25, peace.